Hey everyone, this is Sean with Sean's Stocks. Today we're going to continue talking about CLOV, C-L-O-V. Just checking out the market before open. Pretty crazy late night for me, but I was up and excited to see the momentum for the stock today and see it right when it breaks open. And it's doing pretty dang well, right? If you look at CLOV, right now at 4:25 a.m. Eastern, it is $9.94. The question is the rest of the day going to be as good as what we saw on Wednesday, right? Wednesday was pretty dang crazy. If you look at Wednesday, you can see that it started all the way out right around $7.83. As the market moved throughout the day, we saw it go all the way up to $7.99, go all the way down to $7.66 at the low of the day. And then something happened, right? Right around, and we see this often with CLOV for some reason, and I've talked about this in other videos. Sometimes there's just really big jumps, right? Where you go from $7.94 all the way up to $8.43. And what is that, like, maybe like 20 or 30 minutes or so, right? So you're talking about huge jumps in the middle of the freaking day, and you see a lot of volume in there, right? And you're like looking at it and you're like, where the heck did all this volume come from, right? And so that to me is pretty dang impressive, pretty dang nice for this stock, right? And as the day goes by, we saw it continue to rise and rise and rise, and the VWAP was only passed one time in the after hours around 4:05 p.m., right? It dropped down under the VWAP at 4:05 p.m., and it just kept on soaring. And that was at 4:05, it was right around $8.69. So already a really impressive day. But then in the after hours, we continued to see that rise. We continued to see it go all the way up and continuously. And we had a big jump right around 5 o'clock, going all the way to $9.42, hitting even higher and higher and higher. And, last night ended at around $9.88, right? Yesterday evening, I think it's at 8 p.m., and about $9.88. And this morning, we're seeing it continue to rise. The question is, when's the trajectory point? I know we have the price target that everyone's shouting around at $9.33. And that was like a week and a half ago or so, right? It still was a good value yesterday morning as in a fundamental stance, right? Where you're like, hey, if I'm going to hold this long term, $9.33, if that's your 1 year target price, then that's a dollar gain right there, right? $1.20 or whatnot, right? Looking at it now, we're going up. And right now it just jumped to 10.03, right? So you continue to see this rise in this price. And the question is it going to get to the place where you see all these other stocks, where you see AMC, where you see GME? Is this the next one, right? And does it have that momentum, right? I think that, the only other indicator that you can look at is really what is the short interest rate, right? What is the short interest rate of the time that we're in, of the day, right? And looking at this article, this is from Bazinga, and looking at this article from Bazinga, it says that the current short interest rate is 36.10%, 0.10%, and ranked number 2 on highshortinterest.com. And so you look at that and you wonder, what is the only thing that the stock is missing, right? We see it go basically parabolic in certain times of the day where it goes whoop, and then still rises afterwards. But the question is, as number 2 of the highest short interest stock, will we continue to see these gains, or does it really just require more and more volume? Do we just need to get, more people and, this stock behind this stock, basically, right? And so that's what I'm interested in see for today, Thursday, right? I'm interested to see that as well for Friday as well. So my bet is that if we have a really good day on Thursday, meaning that we have another 13% or more gain for the day, and maybe even more so of a gain in the after hours, then I think the media, in the sense, or the retail investors will catch on to this stock as a second or third priority. GME first, AMC second, CLOV third, right, of what they put their money behind. I do believe that if you got under $9.33, you're probably not worrying about it too much, and so the question is, the farther and farther it goes up, when is it going to reach the height, and is that height going to be reached by short squeezing the stock, right? Is there going to be a short squeeze on CLOV? So that's going to be an interesting experience that we're all going to take on Thursday, today, right, and Friday. And it's probably going to continue on with next week, early next week as well. I do hope for the best for AMC. I do hope for the best for GME in their continued rise. The more momentum that those stocks have, more than likely the more momentum that this stock would also have. And so I think that, we could see it go higher, especially with that 36.10% short interest rate. Holy crap, right? Number two, there's not much that I can say past that, right? It really is just time will tell. But with the momentum that we had today, I think that we got a lot of potential down the road. So I'm really happy. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe. And I hope to give you more updates later on this week and next week as well on this stock. And we'll see which other stocks rise up as well. But this one, I'm definitely going to pay close attention to. Hope you have a great trading day, everyone. Take care.